obligations under international humanitarian law to spare civilians and civilian objects, to ensure the safety of all in accessing humanitarian relief, and to refrain from attacking and destroying items indispensable to civilian survival. We cannot ignore the many of other theaters of violence and instability that weigh heavily on our common conscience. From the Sahel to the Horn of Africa, from the Great Lakes region to Haiti and Southeast Asia, right on our doorstep. Each of these crises carries its own history and complexity, yet they share a tragic pattern: the suffering of civilians, the erosion of trust in institutions, and the perpetuation of cycles of displacement and loss. Our collective responsibility is to ensure that none of these situations are consigned to silence or neglect. They demand not only humanitarian relief and respect for international law, but also the sustained investment of this organization in prevention, dialogue, and inclusive political solutions that restore hope and dignity to those who endure them. There can be no justice without accountability. At a time when violations of international law, including international humanitarian law and acts of aggression, are on the rise, it is urgent that we all promote and defend our institutions and their work. We are deeply concerned by the imposition of sanctions on judges and other elected officials of the International Criminal Court, and we call for their immediate lifting. Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, Timor-Leste strongly supports the lifting of the economic, commercial, and financial embargo against the Republic of Cuba, which we consider a violation of human rights that harms the Cuban people and limits their access to essential goods. Cuba is one of Timor-Leste's strongest partners in the health sector, having trained more than 1,000 professionals and provided direct assistance to our patients in